Yes, in fact, in our last finance talk with our financial planner, Grant van Zyl, we were speaking about what some of your biggest expenses are. And we put up a poll on Twitter, and it turns out that a lot of you out there at home are spending most of your monthly income on cars. Of course, we do know that transport is essential, Grant.
Yeah,
but
totally.
Okay, why are we spending so much money on cars? Why do you think that is?
Yeah, well, I think it's because it's a status thing in South Africa, you know. You haven't really arrived until you've got a really good-looking car. You know? So I think that's a big part of why people are spending a lot of money on cars.
It does give you that added street cred, right?
Yeah,
so
totally.
Listen, our lines are open, 08391333728. Give us a call if you have any comments or questions to ask regarding our finance topic today, which is spending your money on cars and why we do it so much. So when it comes to buying a car, let's say you want to buy it new, because everyone likes a new car. Is it best to buy it cash or finance it through a loan?
Sure, so this is $1 million question. But I think before we get on to the answer, I think it's really important for people to understand there's two kinds of debt. There's responsible debt and irresponsible debt.
Cool, okay.
Irresponsible debt is something along the lines of where you're buying something on credit that you don't actually really need. So you're actually putting yourself out there and you're putting yourself in a bad situation.
Okay.
Second is responsible debt. So you're buying something on credit, but that is going to help you generate an income, and the income that you generate from that specific asset will far outweigh the cost that it actually is. So when it comes to buying on cash or loan, it really comes down to preference. If you're in the fortunate position that you can actually buy cash-wise, you need to also understand that there is the cars are a depreciating asset. So it depreciates up to 10% per annum. So if you had to take that hard-earned income, instead of putting it into a car, invest it, you could get about 10%. So that's a 20% difference on your investment. So I would say you really need to look at the ups and downs when you're wanting to buy a car cash. I think a big reason why guys want to avoid buying on loan is because of interest rates and obviously paying interest. Now with a car, it's only a 5-year period. So it's not like the house that's 20 to 30 years. So the interest is a lot smaller than on a house.
Okay. So speaking about the highs and lows, let's take it up a little bit and speak about balloon payments and the difference between a balloon payment and a loan that does not have a balloon payment. What's the difference there?
Cool. So a normal loan is when you finance the full car. So you're obviously going to be paying for the full car. Balloon payments is when someone actually can't afford the specific car that they want. Companies will then offer them the option of actually taking on 40% of the assets. So you're only paying for 60% of the actual car.
Yes.
Let's use, for example, I mean, balloon payments can go up to 40% of the actual amount. The catch, though, with this is after you've paid off your 60%, you then have to have the option of either buying out this 40% or refinancing it. So with this depreciating asset, you land up paying 10 years worth of interest instead of 5 years worth of interest. So in my view, if you're ever getting yourself into a situation where you're taking out a balloon payment, you're overextending yourself.
Wow. And what interest rates are we expecting right now?
So with interest rates, it all depends on your credit rating. But with cars, because the terms are a lot shorter, you're going to be your interest rates are going to be a lot higher than the normal house loan or whatever. So if you've got a good credit rating, you're probably going to be expecting about prime.
Yeah, and so important then to make sure that you do pay those monthly bills so that your credit rating remains intact. Well, our lines are open, 083-9133-728. We'll continue our chat with financial planner Grant van Zyl a little bit later on. But right now, let's show you some love.